In this live stream today, we are going to be talking about something that has prepared and scaled my business for motherhood far before I ever even met my husband. And honestly, it gave me the capacity to actually be in the early stages of dating without the guilt. And it's something that my clients, those that are looking, they're six figures and they're looking to scale to multi-6 figures, and they're looking at their time and they're sitting in there and going, how on earth am I going to scale this? And so in this live stream today, I'm going to be talking to you about scalable structures and systems that are going to help you understand how to actually get your business to feel like a business. For those of you that are in that online space where you're like, how you're like crunching the numbers, you're sitting there looking at it going, how on earth am I supposed to make this go any bigger? I don't have time to scale something with this type of energy, this type of what I want. And you are ready to take it to the next step. Because right now in your business, I am going to guess you might possibly potentially be feeling capped. But there's also this part of you where you are like you are alive, you are ignited, you are seeing people quantum leap left and right. Spring has sprung, and you are sitting here and you are going, there is something in me. Like you're sitting there and being like, if it happened for her, it can happen for me. But there's that like sneaky part of your brain being like, responsibility, time, I really want a husband, babies. Like the part of your brain that's sitting there, you're like, I've had some type of success, but I genuinely just don't know how to get it to the next level. But you want to, because you have that fire, you have that passion. You're like, it's not even about the money. Like that part's cool. Like it couldn't be about the money. I have no slut shame around money. I love it. We're here for some big numbers. But you're like, the impact, the income, the things, like it's just a bigger life. You're in that season of I want more. If that is you, give me some reactions. Because that means you are about to be in the season of a big quantum leap. That to me indicates you are ready to start being in your savage CEO era. It's not just this cute little business that you're running. It's something you are actually taking seriously. And this isn't to say you haven't been taking it seriously, but you and I both know there's another edge, right? This was me. There was this time in my business. So my first business was like an in-person events, gut health things. I was in Thailand and I loved it. I loved it. You know, you're in your 20s and you just have so much energy and also a huge ego. So you're just like, I love being center stage and sleeping nothing and doing all the things. I was obsessed with that season. As I started to approach my 30s, I started to think of, I have everything except love. And I don't even have time for that, even if I wanted to. And then there's these moments that when I did at the time find a relationship, I could not be present. I had guilt about being on dates. I had guilt about not working on my business. I had guilt about being with my family. I had guilt about all these types of things. And I just felt in that moment, how on earth am I supposed to run a business, fall in love, and be present with my kids? Because I had this deep desire in my life of I don't want to do, bless him, but I don't want to do what my dad did. He was a traveling salesman. He was gone all the time. And then even if he was gone, he wasn't present. I didn't want that. But I wasn't willing to sacrifice my income for either. And I started to believe, if she can do it, I can do it. You might feel that about my page. Because when I figured out how to create structures and systems and put strategy together and actually look at my business like it's a business instead of just trying things. And if you're in the beginning stages, it's okay, you're trying things. But when I actually slowed down for a second and looked at, okay, what is the life that I want? What is the things I have to do in order to make that possible? Everything changed. Everything. And this last year alone, multiple 6 figures, married, house next to my best friend, pregnant. All at the same time. And so I'm a firm believer that you do not have to choose one thing. You just have to focus on the right things. And you have to start treating your business like an actual business. And you know that, otherwise you would not be on my page. There is a savage daddy energy that is felt in my world, because that is my world. So once I started to nail this stuff and started to look at the structures and pull back for a second of the hustling and the ego and the 20-year-old and all the kind of energy that I was doing that was mixed with the guilt. And I was like, if I want to actually make this long-term scalable, I'm in this for a lifetime. What do I have to do in order to make this something I can stay in for a lifetime? I needed to tap into my savage CEO. And so right now, you are likely in that place where you are in your business and you are sitting here going, I want more. But people are going to think I'm absolutely batshit crazy if I say I want more. But it's not even more money. That's a part. But it's like, I want more money and I want more time with my kids. And I want more time to go dating. And I want to be able to make love and not be thinking about my business. I want to be on a date without being scared I'm going to miss a DM. I want to be able to enjoy life. I want more. And then when I'm in my business, I'm in it. I love it. Right? You want more systems to support you. Not so that you can become one of those people that are completely removed from your business. And you can talk to my sales team if you want to talk to me. And then you can talk to, like, no. You're like, I love my business so much. You don't want to be removed from your business. But you realize you cannot scale at the rate you're at. Can I get a yes on that? And so if right now you have offers, you have a business, but they aren't scaling, here's a few reasons why. One, you are trying to scale a one-to-one offer. Your time is not scalable. It's not. And it's not to say we have to remove that aspect completely from your business. But if that is the thing you are trying to scale to multiple 6 figures and beyond, it's not scalable unless you are charging bazooka amounts of money, which means you have bazooka amounts of testimonials and you're just up there. But in order to get there, you have to have other kind of things that are building trust and and all the kind of things here that get them to that level. Majority of my money does not come from one-on-ones, to the point that I actually get to choose if I actually want them. Like right now, I am not taking on one-on-one clients, and it does not affect my income because I'm going to be going on maternity leave and timing, but my one-on-one spaces are filling for when I get back in September after I give birth. My business isn't built on my time. My business is built on the transformations I give inside of my digital offers, inside of my one-to-many models. And so the reason you're feeling capped is because you are trying to sell your one-on-one as a scalable multi-6 figure, 7-figure offer. And that's why, like, if our subconscious is sitting here being like, no, this doesn't feel like it's possible, it's not. Second, you're creating offers willy-nilly. Just tossing it out there. I had an idea. I took a program. I learned something new. I did a thing. Here, whereas a savage CEO, you know the through line. You know the journey. You know this offer leads to this offer, that leads to this offer. You know this piece of content leads to this low ticket offer, that then leads to this, that then leads to this. There's a structure and a system. And when you have that, all you have to do is focus on doing stuff like this, that then drives traffic to stackable offers, that then give you your freedom back, which is the whole reason you got into this, and impact and being of service. This goes with you can't stack one-on-one. You also can't post just to post when you hit a certain level. And your offers don't just become these cool ideas from your creative, and it doesn't mean you lose the creative energy that you have. It just means there is way more structure. There's this moment when you go from 6 figures to multi-6 figures, the sacred pause. I talked about this in dating. The sacred pause is the same thing in business. You have a great idea, and then you let it percolate for a bit, and you figure out, how does this fit in the customer journey? What will this lead to? And when you can figure these things out, you can post a low ticket offer that then leads to 30 grand. Tell me you'll be on a date thinking and having guilt if you know that skill set. Tell me you'll be in bed with your husband worried about money when you know how to make money. No. You get to be fully present in your life, in your love, in your relationships when you know this exact skill set. And number 3, if you have offers and you have a business and it is not scaling, is because you have that deep desire to have a multi-6 figure business, but you are still running, showing up as, speaking like, creating like the 6-figure you. The identity doesn't match. Therefore, you're making decisions, you're investing from scarcity, you're doing things that people that haven't made money do, expecting a different result. You feel that fear where it's like, this person, I would love to work with them, but that feels like it's too expensive to me, so there's this other edge. So I'm actually not going to put myself in that position, but I'm going to ask other people to do that towards me, but I'm actually not going to activate myself in order to do those things. I'm only going to play the safe game. Yet, you want to do something that majority of people don't ever get the opportunity to do. You realize even making 6 figures is part of the 6%. Like, people don't make that type of money. And in order to get to the next level, you have to start thinking in a next level. You have to start risking at a different level. You have to start showing up in a different energy. You have to claim a different identity. This is why I'm so hell-bent on the alter ego. And the reason I came on here today is to speak to you about 100K and 100 Days Mastermind, which is covering all of these things because you have that deep desire for more. You know you're supposed to be doing more. And you know that requires you to grow another skill set to actually look at your business like it's a business, to be able to put structures and systems together that do not require more of you, more of your time. It definitely requires more of your responsibility, but does not require more of your time. And if you were in the stage that I was in a year ago, before I even met Eddie, where I started thinking of the type of mom I wanted to be, the type of wife I wanted to be, the type of home I wanted to run, the way I wanted to live my life, and you're in that position, you're like, I need to start preparing for what I'm praying for. That's what you're doing inside of this 100K in 100 Days Mastermind. I have 100K in 100 Days, which is a broadcast stream that I am doing for 100 days. You could also jump into there. You just have to comment 100K in this live stream, and I can send you that if you want a little sample. But if you are someone that's like, I want your eyes, Laura Patricia Martin, I want them on my business to show me how this whole thing works because I want my time back. And you want your freedom back, and you want to feel soft. The most feminine thing you can ever do for your entire life is figuring out how to make money and how to scale it. It is not all the trauma work. That is nice. But tell me a safer woman than one that knows I'm covered. You can love whoever you want to love. You can have a child, however many you want. When a house opens up to your best friend, you can take it. You can travel to go see your family. You can buy what they need. You are unbothered by a price tag or limitations. You see a mentor that you really want to work with. You just send it. It's stretchy, but you just send it. What type of woman do you think that is? Versus the one that goes, if I do that, that means I have to sign 3 more clients, which requires me to do this much more amount of work, which requires less of my time. So how would I actually enjoy that vacation? I would love to go on that date, but if I'm going on that date, that means I could miss a DM, or I miss a client inquiry, or I have to move a call. I can't go on that weekend away with you. I'm sorry. As much as I want to, I'm sorry. Then she builds that resentment and the guilt. Which one of the two sounds safer? So in 100K in 100 days mastermind, we are going hard for 100 days. 2 calls a week, 1 week of integration. So 3 times a week, 2 calls. For 100 days. To show you how to build a business that is scalable. To give you the identity of a savage CEO because there's structure. And so all you have to do to claim your space in that space is message me Savage CEO. It is a very limited number of seats. My close proximity masterminds, I do these like short spurt ones, and then we have the longer one, sell out every single time. Why? Because we go hard. This is not for the person that is sensitive. This is not for the person that's kind of in. This is not for the person that is a newbie kind of dabbling in it and has no idea about business and is just curious. It's not for you. That would be the broadcast channel. For the mastermind, it is the woman that genuinely believes in the next 100 days she can make 100K. She just knows she can't do that trading her time for her money. And so she's ready to learn a new skill set and create the structures and the systems that are required to scale at that rate in order to make this a no fucking brainer. Because you know the next season of your life, you want to be there. You want to be able to sit on the patio, drinking your Aperol spritz, unbothered if you miss a DM. Because you already posted a slide with the link and people are buying. Unbothered by if I miss a call. Or if I want to do this thing, I have to then get 3 clients. And if I get then the 3 clients, and then that's going to require all this more amount of my time and I don't have the time. You're ready for the systems. You're ready for the structure. And you're ready for your softest and most savage season yet. That's the energy we have inside of 100K in 100 days mastermind. I am only taking a handful of women, 2 calls a week for 100 days. All you have to do is message me Savage CEO and we'll see if it's a good fit. And with that being said, I love you. And I will see you somewhere on the internet.